Research and planning. My group and I have used a variety of media technologies throughout the process of our research, planning and evaluating. Before beginning to research into song choices, we made our own individual blogs using Google's Blogger. We found this to be a useful platform to keep track of our research. I also had links to my group's blogs which I could access through my own blog, allowing me to look at any ideas or inspiration they have found. There is also a Blogger app which I downloaded onto my iPhone. This made it easier to blog on the go rather than having to wait to be on the Apple Macs at school or a computer at home. YouTube was another extremely useful site throughout the research and planning process. Primarily it was to find a song choice, but it also helped us with inspiration and find conventions from our genre. It was also useful to look at opinions of a similar target audience to our own with the comment section from existing indie music videos. We also used YouTube Converter to download our chosen song. This allowed us to put it onto our phone so we could listen to it easily, and which enabled me to learn the lyrics so I was prepared for when I had to lip sync. We also used Video Converter. When thinking about what our music video should consist of, we looked at the lyrics on a website called A to Z Lyrics. As theorist Andrew Goodwin says that music videos are an important extension of the lyrics, therefore we found it was important to analyse the lyrics before thinking of any ideas for the video. Google was frequently used to research into record labels, genre conventions, examples of magazine adverts and digipacks, as well as general information of how to do things in iMovie or Photoshop, etc. During the actual production of our video, we filmed the majority of the footage on a Nikon DSLR camera to get high definition footage. This enabled the footage to be high quality, making it look more professional. We also filmed some parts on an iPhone with an attached fisheye lens, as we wanted to have two cameras from two different angles, and we liked the effect of the fisheye lens gave to the shot of the lake. We also used it for point of view shots to show the difference. We then imported all of the footage onto iMovie, which is the program we use to edit the video together. We found this program to be the most efficient way to make the editing style fit with the beat, as well as matching up the lip syncing. Evaluating. For my evaluation, I tried to use a variety of media technologies. I used Prezi as the basis for all my evaluations, as I felt it was the most clear way of presenting my ideas. However, in some questions I used a voiceover, which required me to use QuickTime Player to record the screen on my Prezi. I then imported the video into iMovie and overlapped the audio before putting it onto YouTube and then onto my blog. I recorded the audio on my iPhone and emailed them to myself using Gmail. In other questions, I videoed myself talking about my thoughts, which I also used my iPhone to record. In some cases, I needed to use YouTube Video Converter, as for my audience feedback evaluation, I used the picture-in-picture tool on iMovie to show the parts of my music video that I was talking about. To do this, I downloaded our music video from YouTube, as I didn't have the exported file on the Mac I was using. Ancillary tasks. To produce my ancillary tasks, I used Word and Photoshop. To make my digipack, I decided Word was a more efficient way, as my idea was quite simple. Therefore, as I was familiar with how Microsoft Word works, I thought this was the best thing to use. However, for my magazine advert, I wanted something more interesting. Therefore, Photoshop was the only option to create my vision. As I wasn't familiar with this software, I watched many YouTube videos to learn how to achieve what I wanted to do. After playing around with the software, I was able to merge the images together by adding layers and changing the opacity. As we were working in a group, we had to constantly communicate with each other. Therefore, we made a group conversation on WhatsApp, which is another application I downloaded onto my iPhone. We used this rather than iMessage, as it was easier to send photos and videos to each other. Furthermore, when we needed to make creative decisions, we used another app called Uvu, where we could talk all together as a group without having to be together. This made it much easier to talk. For inspiration, the social networking site Tumblr was really useful. It enabled us to search words associated with our songs, such as sadness, loneliness, and we looked at many edgy images which fit our genre. This helped us with locations, shot types, and the narrative overall. After knowing we wanted to focus on the drowning aspect of our video, we searched drowning and water. These are some of our findings.